May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex Forecast. We're looking at the Euro USD for the upcoming week. Now, first thing we need to go over is the economic calendar. Why? Because we have a lot of interest rate decisions that are going to be made this week. Starting from the top, the Bank of Japan policy rate, the Aussie dollar, the Royal Bank of Australia, there's going to be an interest rate for them. US dollar with the FOMC coming up on Wednesday, a very big one, high impact. The Swiss, all right, the Swiss National Bank will have their interest rate decision on Thursday, along with the pound. The UK, they will determine their interest rate as well. Okay, um, those are the dates to watch. You want to be extra careful if you're trading in any of those currencies because you might get reversed in your trade. So you want to be careful on the day that they're announcing news, right? All right. In regards to the U.S. dollar, though, the U.S. dollar is looking stronger, just like I pointed out in the very first video I put out today, which was just a few minutes ago for the U.S. dollar index. And what I said was, come on, man, move over here. Thank you. The US dollar, as you can see, that on the US dollar index, it's making higher highs and we have an ascending channel. And you can see that the market may be basing out here for a move higher to make the next higher high, right? This looks like another higher low. It looks like it's basing out for that next move higher. Now, let's go back to the Euro USD. All right, that would mean the opposite here, right? We are at the top of a descending channel, right? Obviously. And the last break of market structure on this time frame, the weekly time frame, was a bearish one. So we can expect prices to move to continue to move lower, all right? But after a pullback, and this has been an extended complex pullback, yes, but we are still respecting that old high, the high that is responsible for this break of market structure, this bearish break of market structure here. So the last impulsive move down, we're waiting for this pullback to end. And what are we looking for? Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. That is your indication that the pullback is over, and you wait in that case for a pullback, and you want to take that move. You want to take that move when it ends down. You want to take that's your entry right there. You understand? All right. As long as we are respecting this high, we are bearish. You understand? Now, this is a very big time frame to look at, and there's a lot of trading that can be done on the lower time frames. You know, as the market is pulling back, you can take buys. This wouldn't have been a bad buy to take, even though the market's expected to move lower. All right, we're making lower highs. We're respecting those previous highs, and we've broken the lows. All right, it's reasonable to expect that we may be heading towards breaking this low or these lows. That's all I'm saying. Okay, now if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that the market seems to be turning over. All right. Why? Because there is a bearish break of market structure. This is an internal break of market structure, but it's a break of market structure nonetheless. What did we make? Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Boom. This is our calling card. This is our sell model. You wait for the pullback to where? Well, if you use your Fibonacci retracement tool, like I just explained in the other video, come on, man. Stop playing around. All right. Uh, we go to from the high to the low of the last impulsive move. Look, you measure for the pullback to OTE levels, which is optimal trade entry levels. That would be 618, 705, 786. The market came right into that 618 right here. Boom. All right. This is where you look for that sharp move down. We got that sharp move. wait for the pullback into this fair value gap. This was your entry, man. This was your entry, 100%. All right. You can see there's a bearish fair value gap that the market traded right up into, but never closed above. All right. So you saw the respect already showing, and then it gives you a drop here, and then you say, okay, I'll wait for this pullback, and then we dropped here. Now we have another pullback. Can we expect the market to continue down lower? I think we can, like I explained, because of this bearish break of market structure. All right. I think we are heading towards these lows, this low, and this low. All right. Now let's go down to the lower time frame, which is the daily. I can move this. All right. Okay. Now let's take a closer look at this pullback and then the move down. What are we making? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Here we may be making maybe within the range of a lower high for the next lower low move down to these levels. Now I pointed out this level right here as the first target last week. We hit that target on Monday, hit it early. And then we hit it again on Wednesday. All right. This was, I said, I'm expecting some pullbacks for the first couple of days of the week. And then we'll maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we start to see some lower price action. Well, it did give us a bearish candle on Wednesday, and then we saw the continuation going into Thursday, and then it moved up. On Wednesday, and then we see the move up higher into the fair value gap, and and here on Friday, this is where it close a very strong bullish candle move. I was not expecting the market to move like that, but we had what an announcement by President Trump, and the expectation of a deal between him and the U.S. and Iran. And we've heard it before, of course, a number of times. It never happened. It may not happen this time, but the market tends to react to the news when he makes those tweets because he's manipulating the market. That's what he's doing. All right. So, do I expect the market to continue up higher? I do not. But I think we're going to see the market turn over and head towards that lower target that I had pointed out here. These are relative equal lows. That is a hard draw on liquidity. And it would make sense for the market to move down there if we have a stronger US dollar to drag the weaker euro down. Now, doesn't mean it's going to turn around immediately like Monday. We may see a misdirection for the first couple of days of the week because of FOMC. The market may move sideways until the Fed makes a determination on the rates. All right, the rates in the U.S., which would um, have some impact when paired with the euro or with the pound or with the Aussie dollar or the New Zealand dollar and the rest of them, CAD and Swiss and yen. So, what do we have? What are we in? All right. We see the market made this low here. The market came back to that low. All right. Came back to that low, could not get past it. And then we dropped from there. And we see the market having trouble getting higher here. I'm looking for the market to do the same here. Now, could we head towards this high? Certainly could. Because why? There are, what are we doing here? All right, there is an imbalance up here. All right, there's an imbalance up here. We may be able to see it a little more clearer here, but if I mark it here, there's a high to a fair value gap right there, and that is a bearish fair value gap. I'm sorry. All right, and then we have another one right, the low of it, this low to this high, and you can see the market came back into this wow, what did I? Oh, the market came back into this weekly fair value gap and dropped hard. I'm thinking it's going to hold. I'm thinking it's going to hold. And we may see the market hold until it reaches the open here. The open here. Let's go back to the daily. That open, that open is right up around these open and closes right here. So I'm definitely looking for small candles until the FOMC. Maybe here, maybe it goes up higher. If it goes up any higher here, that's fine. I, I wouldn't mind that at all. If it comes all the way up here, but I'm thinking we may find uh, the market just wants to grab some buy side liquidity above these highs and then start moving down. Look at the pattern here. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This could be the next lower high for the next lower low. That's all I'm saying. If it comes up to the weekly fair value gap, that makes sense to me. And we can see that come all the way down there. There's a lot of respect shown that fair value gap right there with that wick. All right. There is a fair value gap that this market, that this wick went right into this area here. The imbalance up here has not been revisited. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see the market come up there and continue down. This would be a a, a trend. You understand? It would be a trend that I would expect in this bearish channel. Right up around here is where I'm looking. So I'm going to put a spotlight on that. I'm going to put a magnifying glass in that area. And we're going to see what's what. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Can I get you? There you go. We're going to see what the market does when it gets up in this area. All right. I'm going to put an arrow on it. See if, come on, man. Why are you doing me like that? So we'll see if the market will, if I can just get this thing to, I know I chose it. If we can get a higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, that'll be, I'm waiting for that pullback for my entry right here to take it on down. That's what I'm looking for, folks. Be nice if it's inside the circle, but I drew it a little big, but this is what I'm looking for. If we come up and take that high, I'm definitely looking for the market to turn over. I'm looking for this to be buy side liquidity uh, being sought, and then the market will turn over from there. All right. So I'm bearish. I'm not looking for buys in this market whatsoever. Nope, not doing it. All right, until the market shows us different. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button and the boost button. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section because I respond to all of my comments. Okay. I'll see you in the next video. May profits be upon you.